What have you found that most founders struggle with to begin with when it comes to building a business?
I think inevitably the thing that most founders will say that is the biggest struggle in the business is the people aspect of everything.
Mm,
Uh, you know, you know, hiring, onboarding, recruiting, you know, these things are tricky, and they're arguably it's the most important thing you can do as you're scaling is find great people that are intelligent, high integrity, have high energy, that can help you build the vision for what you're looking to build. And so that's certainly something I've struggled over the years with, like hiring is one part art, one part science, and so when you're starting off, oftentimes you'll compromise a value or a competency because someone's a great person, maybe.
hmm
And then sure enough, you get working for 6 months, 8 months, and you go, damn, like I could have seen that. Like, what
mm.
was I doing, or
Then
just
you,
not a
then you
great
got to have
fit.
that difficult conversation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
And then there's that part that's extremely difficult with it too, which is like, oh man, like this isn't working out. Like, you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, I think inevitably, like it's the people side that has always been the most tricky. And yeah, I think it's what I've learned over the years is just to take my time and like maybe you want to fill a role for a given company like yesterday. Your content's breaking and the operation's breaking. You need a content manager, and your energy and what you want is to hire someone tomorrow. And so, yeah,
mm,
you start interviewing people, but people don't quite seem right. Like, don't rush that decision. Even if you got to feel the pain for a few months while you search through, a bunch of potential candidates, it's worth it, to
mhm.
find the right person for the role versus just the first person for the role. So, yeah, I would say beyond the people side, just struggling with patience. I
Yeah.
think that inevitably, yeah, it's easy to live in the world today just expecting like a quick fix. Uber Eats brings food to your house right away. Instagram, you get rewards on there right away. Like we're so, dopamine addicted, and trying to remember that again, like the greatest things in life require you to have long-term thinking and just to be patient for a bit is a kind of continual reminder and continual process. So yeah, developing that patience has always been something that's tricky.
I found that as my following has grown and my audience has grown, it's become easier to hire people
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people out there who they love what you do. They've been following your journey for so long. They will do anything to be a part of it.
hmm
So you automatically have just this sea of people who are pretty skilled, but better than that, they're just so enthusiastic
Yeah.
and honored to be able to work with you.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. We had a tech position open at Founder OS a couple months ago, and we had this gentleman, Samir, reach out, and he had been following the journey and what we've been building for the last like year and a half. And I checked out his portfolio; it was amazing. He had reached out to me on LinkedIn, and he's like, "Listen, I want to work here. You know, I'll work for free for the first month, and if it doesn't work out, I'll hire the next person and I'll pay their first month's salary." And I'm like, wow, that's like $100 million offer for like, hiring. I'm like, you don't get that anywhere else. Like, unless you've kind of like shared a movement, shared some content
Mm,
and have this like, you know, yeah, group of people that are really bought into what you're building. And so, yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think it's one of like the hidden benefits that people oftentimes don't think about
mhm.
when they're building an audience, but then suddenly, yeah, your reputation and the movement that you're building out there creates this surface area for just amazing people that resonate with what you're doing to kind of reach out and become part of it. So, yeah, no, it's definitely a massive benefit.